Okay, yeah. So looking back at that, um, these are the books that were spoken of in Daniel 12 whenever it speaks of, and at that time, Michael shall stand up, and the great prince which standeth for the children of the people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. Okay, so this is all taking place after this. Um, and in Revelation chapter 20, he says, um, how those not found in the book of life will be cast along into the lake of fire, along with death and Hades, hell and death. Um, so and then those who were rewarded from their books of remembrance, who were found in the books of life, there's an eternal state. And he says it in the end of Isaiah, and this is how he shows it to me. But in the end of Isaiah, and he says, and I will also take of them for priests and for Levites, saith the Lord. For as the new heavens and the new earth which I will make shall remain before me, saith the Lord, so shall your seed and your name remain. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon and from one Sabbath to another shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord. And they shall go forth and look upon carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. For their worms shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an adoring unto all flesh. So this is after the great white throne judgment, and this is after the new world and the new heaven. And I'm looking right now at the timeline, and I'm trying to see Daniel and then Isaiah. So Daniel and Isaiah did not prophesy in the same timeline. It looks like Isaiah was from around 620 to 780 maybe, and Daniel didn't prophesy until the age of Babylon. This is Isaiah's markings. Got Isaiah here, and then this here is Daniel's, right here and here, all the way up a 70 year from 600 to, so that would have been from 600 to 530 was Daniel's prophetic timeline. So, these men weren't even in the same timelines, but the what is taking place for the people of Israel, who are these days scattered about, is the promises that were there throughout the word that need, the small things, as like he likes to call it, the hidden manna. If you go study in those who overcome out of the book of Revelations, but one of them is that's going to be out of Revelations chapter 2 verse 17. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the hidden manna, and will give him a white stone, and in the stone a new name written, which no man knoweth, saving he that receiveth it. The hidden manna, the things that are within his word that come through a living relationship, through a sit down study encounter, through prostration and meditative prayer, through practice of ranks of authority, of order that are in the heavenly realms and dimensions of the things that we perceive as life and time. there's a lot more going on with each single person in this universe, in this time, in these moments. And a lot of people are not up to par as far as how to have a relationship with the divine. And it's really, really just simple. You just sit back and you have a relationship. You sit back and you dedicate time. And you don't sit back dedicating time to trying to have a relationship, because when trying, one only perceives to fail. That is the result of trying. You simply just have to have it, for it is there and it's an eternal state. It always is an omnipresent, omni-conscience, omni-science, omni-state of existence and being, always, everywhere, at one time, through a meditative state of relationship with the Most High God, who is above all, supreme in all, most of all, supreme high power and strength. This is the creator. It's not a dogma. It's not things. Yes, you can find it in the books that are spread out like the rice is tossed through the field as they cut it off to get the good rice. A lot of rice is left on the ground. That's the special stuff. That's where you start to see the difference in a lot of different things. The way you sit outside and the way you live outside. One man esteems one day above another, and another man esteems every day alike. For to this he lived and died, for he is the Lord over both the living and the dead. So he is the Lord over the living and the dead. I believe that's in Romans. He gave that to me the other day. Me and my father-in-law, we were talking, discussing some things. But anyway, look, man, I'm just going to end that right there, and I'm going to close out this with the glory to the Most High God and all that is. I had a bunch of different breaking points in this recording, and I hope that I can put it together and it comes out properly. I hope that y'all enjoyed it, and yeah, that's from a time when I was locked away. Still sitting in the prison cell, you know, giving Bible studies. Except I'm at home. Giving glory. Amen, amen, amen.